Are you a fan of the CBC, sir?
The CBC?
Yeah.
Is that what you said, CBC?
CBC.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I thought you said something else.
No,
I thought you were independent.
What's your favorite? No, we're not the CBC, but what's your favorite CBC show?
You know what? They're all kind of gay.
Well, this just in, a new Nanos research poll indicates that Canadians, well, they love the CBC. 33% of those surveyed said they want funding maintained, and a whopping 46% said they want the CBC to get additional funding. Only 17% are in favor of a decrease. Yet, do those numbers sound right to you folks? Well, that's why we're here at Toronto's Yonge Dundas Square to see what the people here have to say about our state-funded broadcaster. We're asking people about a new poll that's come out that says the vast majority of Canadians want CBC funding maintained or even increased. Do you believe that?
What is that? Sorry.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it, yeah. Okay. I didn't know about that kind of news, but I'm all for it. I'm happy about it.
Why does it need a handout in the first place?
I don't know. It's a rumor. I mean, to me, it's a rumor, you know. I think people think about their financial strength, and they thought about supporting the regime.
Do you believe those results?
I don't really believe them, but I think that should definitely be increased. Why not?
Oh, is that right, sir? What?
Why not? You know,
Why do they need money? Why can't the CBC, sell advertising, sell subscriptions like all of the broadcasters do?
well, they already do, but I mean, hey, in today's economy, I mean, we all need an extra buck, right?
No opinion, I guess.
No opinion.
No opinion. Nope.
I don't believe that poll, not for 1 second. I saw some posts saying that, but
So maybe fake news here?
we all full of fake news. It's like the world is side down. It's upside down. It's crazy.
Do you believe that poll?
No, I don't believe that poll. I don't believe that poll. It should be. So they're saying it should be maintained?
Yeah, or even increased.
I'm not sure.
Do you care about the CBC, Bev?
It's okay. I mean, it's important to Canadian culture. I mean, to have like some kind of independent, like news story. Like you like to have the CBC. I think it's important, but so I can understand why. But I don't know. I guess money could be spent elsewhere.
I mean, the CBC getting all this money. I mean, I can say it for children's programs, but for they're going to get like billions or more dollars. I don't like that.
Indeed, and since you brought up the States, I mean, they're public broadcasters, PBS, but they do fundraising, on-air fundraisers. Why won't the CBC do that? Wouldn't you just love to see Wendy Mesley beg for money?
I think they're too they believe they're too dignified. I think that's the case.
Would you support paying more to have them stay on the air? They already get $1.5 billion of taxpayer money.
No, I think every news broadcast should actually get the same amount of money, no matter what.
If they give us such great broadcasting, why can't they sell ads and sell subscriptions like other broadcasters do?
Oh, that's totally true. Yep.
What's your favorite CBC show then? You think we're getting good value for the money?
No. I'd like to know what the CEO is getting. I'd like to know what the benefit packages are. I'd like to know what their retirement packages are. And I'd like to know what their expense accounts are like. And that they could report that to the public and say, we like that, we don't like this, you can improve that, some balance and checks. I didn't realize it was $1 billion.
Are you a fan of the CBC, sir?
The CBC?
Yeah.
Is that what you said, CBC?
CBC.
Absolutely. I thought you said something else. I thought you were independent.
What's your favorite? No, we're not the CBC, but what's your favorite CBC show?
You know what? They're all kind of gay.
I'm an avid CBC listener and viewer, so I do believe that they should increase the funding for CBC across Canada.
What's your favorite show and your favorite personality on the CBC?
The National.
Okay. Now, tell me, why is it that the CBC, they already get $1.5 billion of taxpayer money in the first place? Why do they need this kind of a handout if there's such a demand for their programming in the first place?
Well, I personally know a few CBC employees, and I do believe that the CBC provides jobs for many Canadians. So I believe the money would contribute to our economy and contribute to the mothers and fathers and people that I know that would help them out. So I think that would go back into the family's pockets.
But can't they sell advertising and subscriptions like other broadcasters do?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, I'm just saying that if you look at a private sector broadcaster, they got to sell ads, or if you're Netflix, you got to sell subscriptions. And I'm just wondering, if there's such a demand for their product, can't they get by doing what the other broadcasters do?
No, because I believe, no, I'd say maybe not.
Ma'am, last month we had the carbon tax put on us. How would you feel about an additional CBC tax?
No.
It's not that valuable.
Enough attention to CBC anyways to be like, why should I be taxed for that? So.
Gotcha.
Uncalled for, because look, I mean, we all work hard. We pay enough taxes already. I mean, I drive a lot, and the fact that I have to pay more for tax, I'm all in favor of the environment, but punishing tax rates like this is no. And this, I mean, it's more government dole. It's more. They want more freebies.
I wouldn't really say tax it, but I mean, like, if they want to set a little something up where they don't get too greedy, that's cool, But I mean, like, when the government starts getting greedy, which it usually is, I mean, But just be cool about things, man, and everything works out fine.
They already get $1.5 billion of our taxpayer dollars. Do you think we're getting, good quality for the money spent?
Oh, definitely not. It's basically just propaganda from Trudeau, right? I mean, the stuff that they peddle on CBC, it's really stupid, to be honest. That whole Omar Khadr thing that happened when they had him on that CBC sponsored program, like that, it just shouldn't be happening in a country like Canada. Any Western country.
Well, I have to walk away from this interview thinking $1 billion.
Gee, did our man on the street impromptu poll sound like 80% support in favor of maintained and increased CBC funding? I think not. But folks, it's worth noting that the people that paid for this poll is the organization called Friends of Canadian Broadcasting. They're a partisan group that is supportive of the CBC and its programming. I'm sure that had nothing to do with the poll results. No, nothing at all. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, the Rebel has a new app. Please download that app and take the Rebel with you wherever you go.